Okay, so here I am back on the property. I'm up here. Had to get up at 4:30 this morning to get up here at and meet the electric guys, so I can show them where we need the electric, and they can do their measurements and their engineering stuff and tell me how much it's going to cost. So for this video, the thumbnail said, how we saved $29,000 by moving our house 500 feet. Well, that's true. We were going to build it about 500-600 feet that way, and we got the excavation estimates, and it was $45,000. Well, we couldn't afford that, and it's still more than we want, but moving it 500 feet closer to the road cut that estimate in half, cut it down to $22,500, I think it was, and that's for the driveway, 12 inches deep, packed, rolled, all the base material, everything, and our pad, which is going to be right here, 200 feet long, 60 feet wide, which will, I don't remember how deep he said that's going to be. I imagine it's going to be 6 to 12 inches deep for the foundation. So that cut our estimate in half. Well, when we moved it, we also moved closer to the road, closer to the power lines, and our electric company, our electric co-op, gives us 300 feet for free. Well, where we're at now, we were going to be 900 feet. It was going to cost us about over 10 grand for, well, I'm estimating. They said between $10 and $20 a foot, depending on if they had to clear stuff or not, clear trees and whatever. So I did my estimates off the higher, the $20 a foot, after 300 feet. And going up to our old build spot, it was going to be about $10,000 to have the electricity run up there. Here, where we're at now, like I said, we get the first 300 feet free, so we're about 450 to 500 feet from the road, from the power, well, actually from the power lines, not from the road. So we're about 500 feet from the road, and about somewhere between 4 and 450 from the power lines. So that's going to be considerably less for our power. I think we figured out it's going to be like $2,500 or something like that if we go with the worst case scenario, $20 a foot. So that saved us a lot of money right there. We're going to have our perk test redone in this location, since we're at least 500 feet, if not more, from our original location. That was closer to the rocks and the beginning of the hill, mountain, whatever you want to call it. So it didn't perk good there. We're 500 feet further now, so we're going to have the perk test redone. And if it perks good here, then we can get a regular septic system and not an aerobic septic system, which the aerobic septic system was going to be about double. So that'll save us money. What else? Well, I guess that's how we saved we saved $29,000 just in the excavation and the electric, and that's a good thing. Yeah, we wanted it. I mean, our dream position for the house was way up by the hill, but there's honestly not very many bad locations on our property, so unless we have some low areas that might, hold some water every once in a while, but we like all of our property, so this is not as good as we wanted, but it's still desirable. And sometimes you have to make compromises, and this is one of them. So for the numbers so far, somebody commented on on, I don't remember if it was YouTube or Facebook, that, oh, we must have a lot of money, we must be rich. Well, no, we're not rich, we're far from rich. We bought a house in '94. We spent 28 years paying it off, and we paid it off a few years early. And then with all this craziness going on, we got people to pay us almost 4 times what we paid for it. We sold it for $400,000, and we didn't owe a dime on it. So yeah, we have the money to build, and you know, this doesn't help anybody that's trying to finance, but we have the money to build cash. We're wanting to get everything we want, but at the same time not spend every dime we have. So we're making compromises, and our house is going to be 40 by 84 feet long. My shop's going to be 40 by 60, and we're going to have a 15,000 gallon water catchment tank for rainwater catchment. And yeah, we're going to spend a lot of money, but you know, we spent our whole lives paying that house off, and it paid off in the long run. So we're glad for that. We're thankful for that, and we're going to be able to build not our ultimate dream, but our dream house on 40 acres. So far, our budget's between $350 and $375 to get this whole thing done. We're into the land for $130. The shell of our house is $124. That includes the 40 by 80, all the windows, all the doors, the concrete. The only thing it doesn't include is the rough-in plumbing and the slab. And it also includes a 6 by 8 concrete safe room. So I was happy that we could afford that. Plus the Indian Nation is going to pay for a little bit more than half of that, I think. So if somebody else is going to help me pay for it, why not? So anyways, the shop's going to be 60 by 80, have a bathroom and a small office in it, but other than that, just a shop. So yeah, we're not rich, but we're spending a lot of money. Like I said, $130 for the land, $124 for the house shell, $68 for the barn or for the shop, $24,000 for excavation, probably $2,000 to $3,000 for electric, and what else? That's about it so far. We're going to be spending a lot more money once the buildings are up, and we're up here. Me and my son are going to move up here and build the office and the shop. It'll have a bathroom, so we're going to live here while we're building the inside of the house. My wife's going to stay in Dallas, and she's going to keep working as long as she can before we move out here. And hopefully we can get it all done. I don't know, we've run the numbers, and we're gonna squeak by, but we're able to build this without touching our retirement, hopefully. And this is all proceeds from our house. So anyways, that's where we're at today. I'm up here. It's a beautiful morning, nice and quiet, waiting on the electric guys, and hopefully they won't rake me over the coals too much. I know what I want, and I hope I kind of know what to expect in price-wise. But they'll do all their measurements and everything, tell us what we need, and then they'll go back, and in a few days they'll send us an estimate, and we'll have to go pay that, and then they'll get on it. Hopefully our excavator guys get up here before they put the power in, which I'm almost certain they will. It'll probably take a month or so for them to get power out here. And our excavator, our dirt guy is supposed to start in the next probably 10 days. He's going to come up here and start knocking all this down and building our pad. So that's it for the saving money video, and I've got some more videos coming up on different things, so we'll let you know on that. See you guys later. Okay, we're back out on the property, and along with my lovely wife, and we just met with the dirt guy. He didn't really want to be on video. Anyways, this is our new building area. You see the green flag out there, another flag here. Little hill up front. And off over by that clump of trees is the end of where the pad's going to be. He's going to knock all this. Anyways, he's going to knock all this flat and then build a pad on top of it. What we were going to build is way up there by the hill. So that would have taken too much material to make it flat. You see me?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is our new building spot. He said building it here, closer to the road, it's more level. There's only I think he said 20 inches between all the different points where he measured with the transit. And by the time he comes in and knocks down all the high spots, the thing is you want virgin ground underneath, ground that hasn't been disturbed, otherwise it's going to settle underneath your foundation. So he's going to knock the tops off, leave the virgin ground underneath, and try and bring it to within about 5 to 10 inches of being level all the way across. He's just going to push that off to the back. We'll use it for something else later, or he'll spread it out. And so then he'll bring the fill material, the base material on top, spread it out. Our pad is going to be 200 feet long by 60 feet wide. That's plenty enough room for our Barndominium, our 30,000 gallon water tank, and our 40 by 60 shop. So they'll be all lined up here in a row. In this spot also, our old spot didn't give us a view of the mountains behind us. Look at the mountains. It didn't give us a view of the mountains behind us. So this spot gives us a view of the mountains behind us. It gives us the same view of the mountains in front of us, or just about the same view of the mountains in front of us. And to the side, it gives us a view of probably 60% of our property to the west. So, doesn't look like it's, I mean, it looks a lot more level, but it doesn't look like it's perfectly level. Like I said, he's going to come in and knock the tops off of all the high spots, push that off to the side, so there'll be virgin compressed ground underneath it, and then build a pad on top of that. And then he's going to build the driveway up the east side of the property, which is also where the power pole is, so that they can just come straight up the driveway or next to the driveway all the way up here at half the distance we were going to do before, so that will reduce our electric cost. Anyways, that's it.